Guys, welcome to my channel. So today's topic, will I be rich and successful? So let's see, and this time I will be recording well. So basically I did whole yellow and then I realized nothing is recording. So I had to remove some of the old stuff and get some space for recording. So hopefully now it's good. Let's see how it's gonna go. So it's usual, pick either 1, 2, 3, or you can watch them one after another, or you can watch 2. So you can choose whatever you like. You can pick whichever you like, whatever you feel like is doing. Like there's no rule how to choose. There is no rule how many to watch, as many as you want. And I'm pretty sure you will get very important information if you watch all of them or just one. So you know how it works. So basically your intuition will pick the one that is right for you at this moment. And that's how it is. So just pick one and we're gonna start with yellow. Okay, welcome number 1. Welcome yellow. A very nice color. Very bright color, similar to my candle here. So let's see, let's ask about yellows. Will they be rich and successful? Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna move right here. The void. Okay, let's clarify what that means. Infinite possibilities. Okay, so here it already started with advice for you guys. So as you can see, the void is very indefinite card, so you can have as much money as you want. You know, this limitless sky and everything is limitless. So resources that you want, you can have it. Also, this card is warning you that if you tend to do extremes, so you know sometimes whether people get into extreme situations and it's not very beneficial for them. So sometimes for people becoming very wealthy, it's not beneficial because they're not prepared for this wealth. They're not prepared mentally, physically, emotionally. So sometimes too quick, too soon is not a good idea. So that's where the cards are warning us. Yeah, let's take a look at relationship with money right now. Your relationship with money. Since you're watching this, I'm assuming you're not rich and wealthy. So basically how the universe works, if you're not rich and wealthy right now, it means something is stopping you, right? If you have this intention and you're not getting there, or you didn't get there by now, it means something is on the way until you get there. So we're gonna take a look at the relationship with money that you have right now. And then we're gonna take a look what is stopping you from becoming rich at this particular moment and how to fix that. Okay, so number 1, relationship with money. What's going on? What are the feelings? What are the intentions? What is inside? I'm gonna put it here. Okay, relationship with money now. Very balanced, which is good, because if you know you're balanced, it's actually pretty good. So even though it's very confusing, because here it shows that you tend to go to extremes, but probably right now in this particular situation, you found a way to be very balanced in money-wise. So you're trying to stay financially stable. You're trying to do your best to feel secure, to feel very, very practical with money. So that is actually a very good card. So let's take a look again, one more card, your relationship with money right now. something is worrying you. A lot of thoughts in your head, a lot of negative thoughts. Something is going on. A lot of negative thoughts. A lot of restrictions. You feel restricted in some way, either due to a lack of money, or due to your limiting beliefs that inside you, or due to thinking that it's impossible to become rich and successful. So basically, there's something going on in your head that is limiting you. So as you can see, like, this is very beautiful card. I like it. So she's sitting in front of the mirror, but in here, like, all those birds signify like a lot of thoughts that are limiting the person. And basically, it's not like a real life limitation, right? She's totally free to do whatever she wants, but it's in her head, it's internal limitations. So yeah, there are some kind of internal limitations in your mind that are stopping you from becoming wealthy and successful. Okay, so what is stopping you or from becoming rich, or what's going on? So the Emperor is reversed. So Emperor in a straight position is a very good card, is a very strong card, but in here it's reversed. So there's lack of strength when it comes to money. There's lack of, as you can see, he's holding the, oh goodness, I forgot how to call those. Anyway, so I don't want. Okay, let's all go together. So he knows how to play the game. So Emperor, he's very wise. He's very masculine. He's very, he's when it comes to money, he's very smart about money. He knows how to play the game. He knows what's going on. He knows what steps to make to achieve the success. But in this particular situation, when it comes to what is stopping you from making money and from becoming rich and successful, is a lack of clear strategy, lack of thinking ahead, lack of planning, lack of knowing the game and what's going on. Because once you get to that high level, and it's a different level, it's like our life is like a game. So right now you're at this level, and then you can go up, and then upper and upper. So it's a different level of thinking. It's a different level of life, of perception. So unless you decide to learn the game and to get into the game, nothing is going to change for you. So you need to figure out a way to get into the game. And here it shows the card Nine of Wands. It's a very fiery card. It's a very active card. It's a very inspirational card. So you can see the wands are very fiery, very exciting. So you have all the potential, all the curiosity, all the energy to get there. So you have all of this inside of you. You just need a little more strategy, a little more being concise and being, knowing where you're going. Because in this card, this knight, it's kind of, happy and free and not very particular in their intentions. And this card is very particular in the intention, but it's upside down. So you need to become particular about your intentions becoming wealthy. And that's where you can get to that point. Okay, and let's do a couple cards as an advice. What to do. To become rich and successful. Okay, advice from the card. New beginnings. So change your thinking, change your life, maybe get new friends, maybe look at the situation as a child from very innocent eyes, where you learn from the beginning, from the point where you raise all the understandings about money, and then you start over by taking a different look from a different perspective. So try different things, and try to learn new things, and that's where I can get you into financial freedom. Okay, and also, so this card is showing, very beautiful card, that something in your mind is preventing you from actually getting the money, being successful and rich, and maybe that feeling of not deserving. So as you can see, it's very interesting how it correlates, right? So this is you, very practical, very particular, and tells you need to be more open to different possibilities. And this card is inside restrictions, inside thoughts, and being kind of held hostage by your own mind. And here it tells you particular why you've been held hostage. So you probably feel undeserving of all this wealth and success and all this money. So you need to work on your consciousness and become more open to the possibility that yes, you deserve all this money, you deserve all this wealth, just because you are human. And why like someone else deserves it and you don't? You are the same like they are, so there's no difference between you and them. So you are deserving and other people are deserving, everyone is deserving, but not many people allow themselves to actually accept this gift from universe. So that's advice from the card from Yellow. Thank you very much, guys. Okay, welcome number 2, red ones. Very exciting to see if you're going to be rich and successful. Let's take a look. Let's ask the cards first, and then we'll take a look what's going on inside your head. So it's going to be 1. Since it came out. And I think we're going to do 1 more. Okay, so will you be rich and successful? Your higher self and the sacred temple. So as you can see, it says spirit right here. So it's a lot about your spirit, it's a lot about your soul. So the question is, what the soul path right now is for you? What is your, in this lifetime, what is your mission? What is your path? What is going on? But the possibility is there. So if you decide to go through this path, and if you decide to become successful, you have all the support in the world from the spirit guides. Okay, let's take a look what's going on in your mind. So we're gonna take a look at the relationship right now with money. And the reason we're going to take a look is that if you're watching this right now, I'm assuming you're not very rich and very successful. So you want to get to a certain point and you're not there yet. So if you're not there yet, it means you're doing something that is preventing you from getting there, right? So you're not doing something right. You need to change your path in order to achieve different results. Because if you're doing the same result, if you're doing the same thing and you're achieving the same result, which is not being rich and successful, then you need to do something different and see what's going on and what's stopping you from becoming rich and successful. So let's take a look at your relationship with money right now, and we're gonna take a look at what's stopping you from being rich at this moment. So your relationship with money is a little bit unbalanced and closed off, and a little bit on guard. So it can be consciously or subconsciously, I can be a bit scared of money due to negative connotation from the movies, from other examples, something like that. Or just being not balanced with energy around you, with energy of the universe, maybe doing not something that you're not supposed to do, or choosing a path that you're not supposed to go. So sometimes when people not doing what they supposed to do in this lifetime, they live a very miserable life, and that's why we need to choose a path that actually our soul path, so we can make money, very good money. Once you decide what it is that is for you, you will become more successful. Okay, your relationship with money right now. On the fence. You either don't know how to manage it well, and you kind of go in both directions, either spending too much or saving too much, and then it kind of goes here and there, and it changes all the time, and you don't have this middle ground where you feel very comfortable, where you feel very connected. Also, you're not feeling very connected to the energy of money. So you don't know how to attract it, you don't know how to keep it, you don't know what to do with it. It's just very confusing for you. Okay, and what else is stopping you? Very limited knowledge about money management and about wealth in general, and you're at the beginning of your path, and you probably start learning, or you will start learning about money more, but right now it's more like just general idea, a lot of excitement, but at the same time not a very deep knowledge, not a very good understanding what's going on with money and how to manage it and how to perceive it and what to do with it. So that is why universe is not giving you a lot of money, because you're not sure how to handle it. Okay, let's take a look at what is advice. Advice. Advice to become rich and successful. Yeah, so it's time to change all of that, like maybe get some education, like wealth management education, just how to manage your money in general. Just open up to new possibilities, see how people do differently, so change yourself. And sometimes it takes practice. So sometimes you do something, you see the result, and then you try again and you see the result and see how it's going. So if you receive a result that is negative, you do something else. If you receive the result that is positive, you keep doing the same thing that gave you positive results. So it's just trying and keeping trying and see what works best. Because when you change, sometimes you might go online and you listen to people and they say, oh, well, I've done this and worked for me, just, awesome, I'm rich, I'm successful, I'm doing everything right, I'll just do this and it's gonna work for you too. And you start doing it, and maybe it's not your path, maybe you're supposed to do things differently, it doesn't work for you, and you get frustrated because, well, they told you it's gonna work, but it doesn't work. So sometimes finding your own path is also very important, because something works for one person might not work for another person, so it can be different for different people. So just trying and seeing the results and trying again and seeing the results and trying again, and that's how you learn and that's how you change. Okay, and also, as you can see, nice cards. I like the kitties here, very cute. Present power. So a very nice card, and you need to take a power of your mind, power of your money, and power of your thought. So just present the knowledge, the wisdom that you have inside to people and to the universe around you. And once you present that you're ready, that you are very that you're a person that is ready for that kind of money, you will receive that kind of money. You will receive more and more money, but you need to be ready mentally, you need to be ready physically and emotionally, because changes are can be tough for people, even good changes, because let's say you receive a few millions right now, right this second, just, comes from the sky. So what do you do with that money? I mean, yes, you're excited, but if you don't know how to manage it, if you don't know what to do with it, you can just spend it all on something and then you kind of lose it, and then that's it. So if you don't know how to manage and how to grow it and how to handle it, there's nothing that's going on. So getting that power through education, through seeing how other people do it, is very important. And also that getting that power within you, that being very confident in yourself, and knowing that even if you receive that kind of money, you can handle it well from your experience, from your position. And if you don't know how to handle it, you will find out. That, inner power within yourself is going to help you to get to that point. Okay, so that was number 2. Thank you, guys. I'm going to remove this one as well. Okay, welcome number 3, you purple ones. Okay, so we're going to first ask the cards, will you be rich and successful? Or just rich or just successful. You can pick either or all. I mean, like for me, it means different things. And you can be successful, but it doesn't mean you be rich, or you can be rich, but it doesn't mean you are successful. So for me, those are 2 different things, but it can be all together. So I like it all together, I guess. I have to pick and choose. I like it all together. Okay, let's ask. So, will you be rich? Okay, so these cards are starting with advice. So, which is very interesting, because that's not the question we ask, but sometimes cards tell us what they need to tell us, and it doesn't mean they have to answer the questions that we ask. So I asked, will you be rich? And it shows the victim mentality. So unless you change the victim mentality, you're not going to. If you will get out of your victim mentality, of course. So I have a strong belief that anyone can become rich if they want to. Anyone can become successful if they want to. If they have an intention and they're doing everything they can, as long as it needs to take, if they just keep going, eventually they will achieve the results that they want. Yeah, you can see. So wisdom, self-love. Very good card. So eventually they can achieve the result that they want. Doesn't matter how they started, doesn't matter the situation. It can happen for anyone. But if something inside you, your subconscious, your conscious thought, is stopping you, then it's very hard to maybe impossible. So from this card, as you can see, once you get stuck in the victim mentality, that, I didn't start the same like other wealthy people, some people were born into a wealthy family and it wasn't, and I'm just a simple person. I don't have a wealth education. I didn't go to super, expensive or super cool school. And, that kind of mentality of thinking that you're less than anything and then you're not deserving, then blaming everyone for you not being successful, that is not working, and it's not helpful, and that's not gonna get you into being rich and successful. So that needs to change. So first of all, this guy came on. First of all, you need to let it go. They just keep coming. by themselves. So interesting. So first of all, you need to let go of all of this victim mentality. Just let it go, release it. That's an interesting card. Why does she have good oaks? Why are they pulling? Interesting. So I guess they need to be free. The dog is, or she needs to be free. So you need to let go of all attachments. So I'm assuming that's all attachment, but doggies are so awesome. How could you put them as an attachment? But anyway, you know, every art is different. So sometimes it's very interesting to see how, you know, people who designing these cards are how they perceive the situation. So you need to let go, but general idea, let go of this victim mentality, change it, and then you can become successful. Then set your intentions. You can set your intention and discover what you're good at. Discover what you can do to make money. Discover what you enjoy. Discover what is your purpose in this life. And then in addition, some self-love and wisdom that you received through all these years. And you know, some people might say, I don't have any wisdom. Well, that is not true. Everyone has wisdom because everyone has past experience and they all learned something in the past. It doesn't matter, were you 5-year-old, were you 15-year-old, were you 10-year-old, maybe older, it doesn't matter, but we all go through different life experiences and we all have wisdom in those situations after learning those experiences and going through them. And so that's a key for success, self-love and wisdom and discovery, and you can get to where you want. So basically that's an advice. That's where we started. It's interesting because the first two options we started with just the answer, and then we got to the advice. But today we're starting with advice number 3. You guys are very different from everyone else. Because that's why it's kind of in reverse. And let's take a look at your relationship with money right now, except the whole victim mentality situation. Because as I said before, if you're watching this, you're probably not rich or successful. And if you're not rich and successful at this moment, it means you're doing something wrong or something that's preventing you from being rich and successful. So in order to achieve a different result, you need to dig in your mind, see what's going on in there, see how you can change some of your settings and do something different and achieve a different result. That's easy and simple. Once you know what's going on. Just saying it's easy and simple, but digging in and seeing it's an art. Okay, let's take a look. What is your relationship with money right now? Hierophant. Pretty positive, pretty open-minded. Also very traditional. And not very money related. So basically your money mindset is not, so you're kind of moving towards money not being important in your life. There are other things that are more important, like maybe your family, religion. So like the money in your situation kind of in a last place. You kind of don't give it value as much as you should in order to receive wealth. Because if we disregard financial success and think, oh well, that's not too important, as soon as I'm happy, then we might not get that financial success because we think it's not important. So unless you change your perception that it is important for you, as well as, and it can be like, it doesn't have to be either or. Like the family and money can be important, but the same way. It can be very high importance for you. It doesn't have to be like this or that. It can be both on the same level. Or maybe a little bit lower, but right now, money is the least on your mind, so it's not very, you know, the wealth and being rich and successful is not very present in your life. Yeah, so the energy is not flowing that way. The energy is not flowing towards being rich and successful. And if you don't put energy in there, that is not happening. So that's how we create anything in our life. We need to put our intention, and we need to find a way how to get there and put energy and effort in order to achieve that. So if you're not doing that, it might not happen. That's simple. But the world is open to you. You can have anything you want. You can manifest anything you want. You just need to want it, and you need to put some intention to it. So basically, this is very positive and very simple. But you need to figure out why being successful and wealthy is important to you. And you need to figure out what does it mean to you. So set a clear intention. And just put some energy into it and see how it goes. Okay, so that was number 3. Thank you, guys. So if you liked it, hit like, subscribe, and hit the notification button to receive updates for any new videos that I post, and leave a comment and tell me how you guys doing and what's going on in your financial life and what kind of challenges you face and what advice would you like to let me know. Thank you, guys, and see you next time.